verse 9. And when I looked, behold, an hand was sent unto me, and lo, a roll of a book was therein. And he spread it before me, and it was written within and without, and there was written therein limitations and mourning and woe. Shalom, shalom. This your brother Bakar Khad coming with another lesson. Give a spirit by Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Before I get started, I'm gonna give all praise and the glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakradash. Honest Apostle Elders Great Millstone, well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect that preach the truth sincerely across the four corners of the earth. Just a quick little lesson through the spirit by Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. And Lord willing, this lesson be edifying to the hopeful elect. Name of this lesson is um the beginning of sorrows, because we in the time of the beginning of sorrows. This is just the beginning of what the Lord has set up for this place, America, which is Babylon the Great. These people haven't seen anything yet, man. The Lord didn't turn all the way up yet, you know, but we are in those times where the Lord is turning things up, and he's going to make things more manifest as we get closer to the end of this devil's kingdom, you know. But I'm gonna grab this in Matthew 24:6 and say, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet, right? And this is a prophecy that you have going on right now. America is at war with Iran right now, you know, and it's getting tragic to where the a gallon of oil is now $100, you know. You know, if I'm not mistaken. And and what's that's gonna do? That's gonna cause gas prices to go up even more. I was speaking at camp last week about how I rolled past a sign. It was like a billboard, and it basically said before Trump was in office and after Trump was in office, and it had the two different gas prices, you know. But the reason why those prices is up because the Lord is stirring up the tension with these nations more within this war that's going on. But this is just the Lord just stirring things up. He didn't fully show his full full force, if you will, of what he's actually about to do. This is just warm up season, man. And by it being warm up season for Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, it's warm up season for us too. It's as we get closer to the end, the more hard we supposed to go for the Lord, and the more we turn up for the Lord, man. You know, like I remember it was a couple of years ago, I think it was like 2021. It was the year of turn up, you know. Well, it still is that, because the Lord is still turning things up, you know, and we turn and we supposed to continue to turn things up too. Um and righteousness, man, by doing the work, and so serving the Lord, etc. You know. But to continue on this is Matthew chapter 24, verse 7. It say, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. So there we go. It said different nations, you know, rising to go rising up against other nations, different kingdoms rising up against other kingdoms. You have these things going on now. You have allies of America that's provide and supply for Iran. You know, that shows the vision of the nations coming up against each other within itself right there. You know, But it say and famines, pestilence, and earthquakes in diverse places. And these are things that you have proceeding in the earth right now. You know, so it's famines, and it's going to be even more famines. You know, um, it's gonna be famines here in America. It's pestilence out here, but it's gonna be even more pestilence. And it's earthquakes in diverse places, and there's gonna be even more earthquakes. Nothing is dying down. Everything is still stirring up. Rather they talk about it in the news a lot, or rather they don't talk about it that much. It's still it's still the prophecies still stirring up in the earth throughout the whole earth, man. You know? But it say all these are the beginning of sorrow. So all these things is just the beginning of sorrows, man. This is just the beginning. This is just the Lord just turning things up on a small level, but it's going to get even worse, and it's going to get even more crucial, you know, to where these people is going to be scared again, or to the point where they're gonna be like, fuck it, I'm about to just take a tiny tech so I can live my life, you know, because right now everything is still sweet, man. You could just go as you will, so to speak, man. But when the Lord turn things up, it's gonna get even more real, you know? Um, that's it on that. About to grab this real quick. Second Ezra chapter 9, uh verse 1. It say, He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. And that's the time we in now, because you have the different prophecies that was written back then coming to pass and being made more manifest in the times that we in now, you know? So we know that this is the time what the Lord was talking about, of what was gonna be happening, you know, in the last days, you know. It say, uh therefore where there's I say, then thou shalt understand. Oh no, verse 3 it say, therefore where there shall be seen earthquakes and upwards of the people in the world, and this is something you have going on now. Up earthquakes in diverse places and upwards protests, and it's gonna be more of these, man. You know, it's gonna be more of these when gas is $10. Fuck $4, $5 when it's $10, you know, or when it's $20, you know. The things like that is going to create uproars and sedition amongst men. Cause even back to that billboard with Trump with the gas prices on it, that right there brings sedition amongst the people too. Because the reason why, because you the way before this devil got back in office, you had all these fucking people that was so excited and couldn't wait till he get back in office and that, and now he's back in the office, and it's now everybody it's fuck him and this and that, and this nigga been just fucking shit up the whole time, that brings division amongst the people and amongst the government, man. You know, because who you trusted in, you're now you starting to realize that he was the one to put your trust in, you know. But it's gonna be more of that when people take that tiny tech and you get the get those cancers, you know, it's gonna be more of that, man. And the reason why is because this place is just finished, man. It's no healing. It's no making America great again. It's nothing you can do to bring true peace on the earth as long as this place America is still being established, man, or it's still continuing, man. You know, say then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before the flood. I mean, that were before thee, even from the beginning. Uh-huh. For like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. So there you go. The end will be manifest, and that's gonna be this place getting destroyed, man. Better is the end of a thing than the beginning. You know, this place gonna be getting destroyed. It's gonna be the final manifestation of the Lord's prophecies within Babylon the Great, man. So with that, I'm gonna close out giving all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakadash. Give honor to the Apostle Ellis, a great millstone, who will. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, Shalom, and Kwam Yasharala.